Welcome to the Rob and Kale podcast. Rob Sanders.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Kale Carolina Jackpot Hall.
And fuck you! Who's next?
The Rob and Kale podcasts.
Let's
go! And welcome in to the Rob and Kale podcast. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining us this evening as Jackpot blows my eardrums out. My buddy, Carolina Jackpot, is the #1 Gamecock YouTuber on the planet. He is in the upstate this evening, tucked away deep inside of Hall Manor. Mr. Carolina Jackpot, what's up, buddy?
What's up, guys? Carolina Jackpot checking in. Hope everyone's having a great Sabbath. Hope that everything went to suit you today. It's a great day to be a Gamecock. I'll just say that. Great day to be a Gamecock. Baseball, thrilling win today. Ladies basketball team getting it done as per usual. I mean, just wow. Just wow.
Yeah, we got a lot to go over today. There's also a fight today in college basketball. I wanted to get Jackpot's opinion on that, where people are starting to square off in the Big Ten, which is actually kind of funny. But let's thank our sponsors. First of all, Callaway's Bar and Grill out in West Columbia, Highway 1, diagonal from the Walmart. Retro video games, they just put in a retro version of Street Fighter 2, which is outstanding. So go and play that at Callaway's Bar and Grill. Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. Appreciate Mike and Billy and all those guys sponsoring and taking care of the show. We also have Story Time with Uncle Jackpot. Jackpot tells us a story every Sunday evening. This is courtesy of Dennis Wilson from DNC Trucking and Transport. While Jackpot gets his story together, don't forget you can buy a raffle ticket to go and sit essentially behind the plate for the South Carolina versus Clemson matchup at Segra Park in Columbia. If you want to do that, the link is actually in the show description. Go there and I'll tell you how to do it. It's $10 a ticket. We're going to do it on the, it's called wheeldaside.com. Everybody's name will be on there. And we spin the wheel. One person gets a pair of tickets. If we sell 100 tickets, I've agreed to let my wife shave my head live on the show. 75 tickets will shave my eyebrows. I look pretty stupid about my eyebrows. But yeah, there's that. All right. So 125 tickets sold. We'll give a sponsorship to whoever wins for a week. You can for a month, where you can say the show is brought to you by Shitpo Team here or your business or whatever. Okay. Very cool stuff there. All right. So with that, our story this evening, courtesy of Dennis Wilson from DNC Trucking and Transport.
And let me see what kind of lies I can work up tonight. Sucks to be a Gamecock. The Gamecock baseball team struggled to take 2 out of 3 in a baseball series with a SoCon team that finished below 500 last season. Let's not mention from 2016 to 2019, they won at least 35 games and almost put Clemson out of their own regional in 2017. But
that's not on the script, sir.
It's okay. I'm going willy-nilly because I can do that. I'm part of the show. So, fuck you. Gone are the days of being thought of as a national power. We are the guy that won the lottery at one point, and now we are eating government cheese on 3-day-old moldy Wonder Bread. Ew. It sucks to be a Gamecock forever. Go Tigers.
That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport.
Let me ask you, if you have moldy Wonder Bread, do like the little colored dots on the package turn green?
I don't know. I mean, that might be the way that it goes. Who knows? That's a good point.
Dennis Wilson says, I'll let Kale shave my pubes if we sell 300 spots. Yeah, your balls ain't dropped yet. I don't think there can be hair on the field or grass on the field, whatever it is. I don't know.
Are you implying that Dennis Wilson is a smooth surface Ken doll? Is that what you're saying here, sir?
I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
Oh my God.
My lips are sealed.
Anyway, Volsteak says government cheese is amazing. Extra sharp. Anyway, shout out to Big Barney Ross, who bought 10 tickets to help the kids out everything that we sell, all of the tickets are going to go to, all of the money from the tickets is going to go to the pediatric NICU here in Columbia for the local children's hospital. So it's going for a good cause, and you may win a ticket to the game. Now, I think I've already put it out there, but Big Barney Ross sent me this, and it says, with sympathy and caring on the front. And then it says, keeping you close in thought and wishing you comfort at this sad time for Clemson basketball. This made my wife laugh, and she's not a sports person. She literally laughed like somebody had like tickled her funny bone. Anyway, thanks to Big Barney Ross. He also sent Jackpot a South Carolina jersey, which they get confused up there in Kentucky, but apparently a South Carolina jersey is a Chico's bail bond jersey from the Bad News Bears, which is what we'll be giving Jackpot. A Clemson jersey is a Sandlot jersey, which, okay, I can kind of buy that. Anyway, so thanks to Big Barney Ross for that. Also, thanks to Beg and Megan for buying 10 tickets too. Who else bought tickets? Beth Webb bought tickets. There was a couple of
bought tickets.
Yeah, she bought tickets. We appreciate that. We're getting close, almost close to the shaving thing.
Brandon Coon says, Jackpot, do you think Clayton White deserved to get his $200,000 pay increase? Now he's making $1.1 million a year as Beamer's highest paid assistant. I put out a long video about this very subject yesterday. I think he deserves every penny of it. I mean, hell, they were a 2-10 football team if it weren't for his defense constantly bailing out Marcus Satterduke's piss poor offense.
Big Barney Ross says, I put a block of Velveeta cheese in the fridge, let it mold, and I had a poor man's chia pet. I hope that you gave it a leash and walked it, sir.
That's gross.
That is absolutely gross. All right, so we're going to take calls in a minute, but quick run through for the weekend here, Jackpot. Gamecock baseball took 2 of 3 from UNC Greensboro. Looked sharp on Monday, kind of yesterday.
They played on Monday?
Excuse me.
What, practice?
Yeah, my bad. Goddamn. But they looked good on Friday, lost the game on Saturday, went into extra innings today and did get the win. You know, I goof with you about it, but it's the first series of the season. Holy shit on all that front. But I guess, typical of what you would expect at this point, right?
Well, you have to be able to win those kind of games. So, I mean, UNC Greensboro isn't exactly the kind of team that is going to run the College World Series, but, they're also not the kind of team that's not going to make some noise in the Southern Conference year in and year out. So,
well, you could be the Florida Gators, by the way. Let's all take a minute and, we need to start having our shit team of the week. This week, and until the end of March, it's going to probably be the Clemson basketball team. But I offer to you, Jackpot, the Florida Gators, who are ranked in the top 5 in the country, and they lost 2 of 3 to Liberty. Hold on, let's see here. Yeah, season open series to Liberty, and yeah, so Florida won the opener and then lost 2 straight. So the Florida Gators are 1-2 on the season.
Their athletic department, just as a whole, this whole past calendar year or so has just been a joke, hasn't it?
We can agree that they have been a shithole. That's pretty much what they are.
I mean, at least they did have the cojones to schedule. Liberty's pretty good at baseball, aren't they? I mean, they don't usually get the regional, like a 4 seed.
Yeah, they are a pretty good baseball team, but when you're the 5th ranked team in the country, you should beat Liberty. You should at least get 2 of 3 from Liberty. I think
Hugh
that's
Freeze
a
went.
top 5 team.
You think Hugh Freeze went any of the games?
He might have coached from the hospital bed, out there giving some knowledge. I don't know. Hugh Freeze thinks he can coach everything. Who knows? So there's that. You could be Louisville. Clemson, by the way. Fuck. Jackpot just fucked himself. Sorry, Jackpot. But no, Clemson had no problems with Indiana. No problems with Indiana as they sweep that 3-game series with the Big Ten program. But the Clemson basketball team, Jackpot, I'm at a point with them now where they just need to just let it go. Just walk away there, Clemson basketball program. You had your start of the season. Your big win was, I guess, winning against South Carolina and winning against Virginia. You can chalk up that as your big win. But now what you need to do is tell Brad Brownell that he is a shithole and take his ass on down the road. Walk away, Brad. Just walk away. And before you do that, tell PJ Hall, the only player we've got that's worth a shit, to stop playing so fucking hard. You're going to end up hurting yourself in games that don't matter. Sit on the bench and watch the rest of the season. That's what PJ Hall needs to do. The rest of you graduate and get the fuck out of there because you're not quite with it.
Yeah.
So walk away, gentlemen. Just walk away. There you go. That's my thing for the Clemson basketball team. Jackpot, the Gamecock basketball team.
They had a quality win early in the season against Drake. They got a pretty good record.
Yeah, all right.
And they do.
Well,
the Gamecocks lost to Princeton early in the season. They're like 19-4. So, I mean, I don't know. Loss doesn't look as bad. Yes.
Well, but you picked up that win over LSU yesterday. Great win for the Gamecocks.
Great win for the Gamecocks. Great win. Despite the fact they went 1 for fucking 5 down the stretch on free throws. Holy shit. They tried to give it away. Tried their best to give it away. LSU's right here. LSU. Here you go. Here. And they wouldn't take it.
Yeah, it was that bad. You've also got the Gamecock women's basketball team. We acknowledge excellence on this show. They're 25-1 on the season as they throat punched the Tennessee Volunteers today, winning by 14 points.
Wow, that's fun that game.
It's just the Gamecock women doing what the Gamecock women do. Dawn Staley's a beast. She could coach probably any sport she wants.
Mr. Boogie said Clemson should go after Will Wade. He's a Clemson man. Yeah, he's a cheater too. So I mean that fits.
Yeah.
I mean that fits right in. So there you go. I mean,
BB wants to know our comments on Juwan Howard. Did you see that clip, Jackpot, where Juwan Howard decided to punch a Wisconsin coach today? Did you catch that?
I heard something about something. Maybe that was from you. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was. He's pretty much in the handshake line at the end of the game. He just decided to just square off.
You talking about Juwan Howard that played for Michigan?
Yeah, the big, tall Juwan Howard, big guy, 6'10", punching a.
What does he do? What does he do now?
He's the head coach at Michigan.
Okay, he's the coach.
Yeah.
And he punched who?
An assistant coach for Wisconsin.
What the fuck?
Hold on, you haven't seen this? Can I? Let me see if I can pull it up on Twitter to play for you. Hold on. So Juwan Howard in the handshake line. Let's see here. Here we go. I should be able to. Hold on. All right, yeah. So let me just share this with you guys really quick here. I can share this because it's not going to get us into. This is. Yeah.
Got a lot of former players from back in the day coaching now.
All right, Jackpot. Check this out. This is Juwan Howard squaring up to punch the guy in the face.
Damn, he looks old as fuck now. That's a Wisconsin coach?
Yeah, he punched the Wisconsin assistant in the face.
Well, he looks like he's got on blue, too. Damn.
Let's rewind it. Try to go one more time. Look, Juwan Howard's angry. There's the kid right there. Or the coach right there.
Oh, shit.
Get out my face.
What the fuck
There you
is he
go.
doing, man?
I don't know.
He's probably going to get fired.
He'll probably get fired. By the way, that's a bad scene. That's a bad scene. No one wants to see that. But
are they worth the shit?
Scene, no, Michigan's not worth the shit. But
well, then he's getting fired.
Exactly. He's probably going to get fired. But you know what? That scene has nothing when John Chaney told John Calipari, I'll kick your fucking ass on the spot. He told him that in a press conference. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is that I believe John Chaney would have slapped the shit out of John Calipari and asked him, hey, what are you going to do about it? Go home to your mama with that punch in the face. Juwan Howard doesn't intimidate me. John Chaney to this day would probably intimidate me.
I remember, shit, man. Must have been about 1987 or 88. Gamecocks played a road game against Temple. And they used to play in like this really small, like 3,000 seat. There was nothing more than a gym. But that was back when they were really good when he was there. You remember that?
Yeah.
And they were playing the Gamecocks. And it's one of those televised games. And I don't know what happened. I mean, South Carolina was kind of hanging around tough with them in the first half, and their fans they got pissed about a technical foul call or something, or a bad call, and some of them flung some shit onto the court. And he went over to the scorer's table and grabbed the damn microphone and got over the damn PA in the place and told them that if you're planning on picking something up and throwing it on the court, just leave now. So, because we don't need any more, don't need any more technical fouls or whatever he said. He was always sweating and like he had these damn hound dog eyes, and he's like, but he was a pretty good coach, though. Yeah.
I like John Chaney a lot. So
ST says the Gamecocks had a brawl against Louisville and Columbia. I remember that. And I was at that game. I was probably 10 or 11 years old. And it looked something like that scene from that Michigan game, except that, the coaches weren't throwing punches, but it was right there. And we were about 10 or 12 rows up where we sat at. And that was right in front of us. And they started getting over into the stands and stuff. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was legit scared. I mean, I really was. I'm like 10 or 11 years old, and all these big motherfuckers, are throwing punches and fucking going nuts. And I was like, oh, I started heading for the town. Started heading for the concourse thing up there at the old Frank McGuire Arena. You had to go up about halfway and you could go out the thing there. I didn't want no part of that. Now I'd be sitting there on my phone.
I could see Jackpot yelling, "World Star, World Star!" All right, I want to just for context, I wanted to play a little bit of this clip with John Chaney because I think it's great.
Good job. Three class guys. And you pick them out and sing them out. You can't
Kick his ass.
Calipari looking like a bitch.
Well, yeah, he's just a douche.
Calipari. What a douche Calipari is. Fuck that guy. Oh man. Anyway, all right, let's take calls on this this wonderful evening here. 803-470-2905. I done ripped John Calipari, and yeah, that might hurt some people's feelings, but he looked like a bitch right there. John Chaney was probably 800 years old and was going to slap his 35-year-old cheating ass in the mouth. I appreciate that. I respect that. You know, Eddie Fogler was a guy that he didn't put up with any shit either. You know, I mean, he was kind of that way, and so was Rick Barnes. Rick Barnes basically told Dean Smith to go fuck himself in the Smith Center. Told him, we'll play with 4 players with your cheating ass. He didn't care. That was a hell of an exchange at that point.
So he told Dean Smith, "Fuck you."
Basically, that was kind of the gist of it. The refs were, Clemson had like all these players had fouled out, and him and Smith were jawing at each other, and the Clemson was down to 4 players, and he just like, fuck it, we'll just play with those 4, and he left those 4 on the court, and they almost won the damn game, which was even funnier.
Dean couldn't argue really. He really couldn't get loud and boisterous when he argued. He couldn't open his mouth far enough. His nose got in the way.
Oh God, that's a good point, Jackpot. Big Barney Ross says Bobby Knight off the top rope with a chair. Yeah, there's that one too.
He just slung it across the court. That was funny. I remember that.
Yeah, that was a very interesting set too. But for me, the tops is still John Chaney telling John Calipari, "I'll fucking kill you. Next time I see you, I'm gonna kick your ass." So yeah, there's that. All right, 803-470-2905. Taking some calls this evening here on the Rob and Kale Show. As Jackpot is smiling at someone, Jackpot is going to join us at the baseball game. So it's me, Jackpot, Dennis Wilson. We're all going to be together down there at the South Carolina Clemson neutral site game.
Brandon Kuhn says, "Rob, enjoy yourself at WWE Raw tomorrow night."
Yep, I'm going to Raw tomorrow night.
Last month I went to Raw in Green. Where's Raw out tomorrow night?
Tomorrow Raw is at the CLA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He says, "Last month I went to Raw in Green." Well, hold the phone now. I didn't know we were having all these damn live events coming around here. I don't be knowing nothing about that.
You wanted to go to Raw, you should have said something. I'd have got you a ticket.
Well, I didn't even know it was coming there. I mean, honestly, I don't follow current day wrestling at all. So, but what if AEW would ever come to the
AEW is coming to Columbia in April, I believe.
Oh,
Big
for what,
Barney
like
Ross
a pay-per-view or for their show?
No, I think for Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Oh, okay. See Tony.
Yeah, well, I can I could probably arrange for us to go to that. Calipari has a Bowflex in his basement. Good point, sir.
Only if I can meet Tone.
Tony Schiavone's one of those guys that I want to interview, like really bad. I think he would be a great interview. But Stephen A says, "Shout out Rob and Kill. Really enjoy you guys bringing the heat every week." Big Barney Ross did go to AEW in Nashville. Carolina Titan says, "Jackpot, do you think Frank Martin can reel in GG? That's the young man from Ridgeview High School." I think it's going to be tough, man.
Who else? Who else is recruiting him? Everybody.
Yeah, I mean, insert team here, Jackpot. I'm not. The fact that here's the difference between Frank Martin and Brad Brownell. Okay,
My bad.
At least he got a visit. He got the kid to come to a visit. This kid looked at Clemson's like, "Why the fuck would I go there?" And didn't even visit. No, I don't want to do that shit. Why would I do that?
Well, he's obviously an intelligent young man.
Nick says his final 3 are Southern Cal, UNC, and Duke. Okay. Well, he visited South Carolina, so good to go with that.
Why the fuck would anybody want to go play baseball or play basketball at Southern Cal?
I mean, that's what he says. His final three are USC, UNC,
Oh, here he is.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in his kennel?
Anyway, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905.
We couldn't find my dog there for a minute.
How do you miss your dog? Your dog's huge, Jackpot.
Well, he was in the bed back there. He was laying in my bed across at sleep a while ago. Then he had came in here and come here. He came in here. Come here. Came in here and went and laid in his kennel. I didn't know he was in there. Hey, bud. Hey, boy.
Ziggy could probably have his own YouTube channel and get more views than we would.
He probably could.
Brandon says he's talking about South Carolina, not Southern Cal. Oh, okay. Well, he said USC. USC is Southern Cal.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. That doesn't have
Nick said his final. If you read it, his final three are USC, UNC, and Duke. I think USC is Southern Cal, and so does everyone else. So, Dabo Sweeney told y'all don't want to listen. The only USC's in California. Motherfuckers still don't listen. Unteachable sons of bitches.
I don't listen to shit that he says.
803-470-2905. 803-470-2905.
The thing with the Brad Brownell thing, do you think this new athletic director at Clemson, I mean, are they going to just keep kicking that can down the road? Or, I mean, how's that going to go? I mean.
Oh, man. Well. All right, I'm trying not to get mad. Try not to get mad. Try not to pull Jackpot. Start throwing shit. But a section of the Clemson fan base does not care about basketball at all. They want to look good, but they don't really give a shit. If they can get another win out of the football team, they would be more than happy for the basketball team to finish 4-30 every year. But for the ones that do care, Brad Brownell is going to have a season where they're going to have a losing season with a guy that's going to finish probably on the second team all ACC squad in PJ Hall. He's developed no guards. He's got one player that's of ACC caliber. The rest of them are just really bad. So I'm tired of hearing people say he can develop players. He can't. It's just proven. And they're just not very good.
So he's not a real developer of talent.
No, he just brings in everybody else's players that have already been developed, and then he's a good X's and O's coach, but as far as developing players, not so much, man. Not so much. Stephen A says USC will always be in Columbia. Nobody gives a fuck about Southern Cal until they're cheating. Doubt Riley can run to the NFL like Pete did. Look, all I'm saying, here's the thing with that. There was a court case, and the court case ruled that USC is Southern Cal. I just abide by the law here. If you guys want to take some other things and say that it's South Carolina, then if you don't abide by the law, that's great. I choose to support law enforcement and the good law of the United States of America. So if you want to be a communist, that's fine. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. Brandon says Brownell is the opposite of Dabo. He and Frank Martin love the transfer portal. Frank Martin's brought guys in. Cousinard, I don't think Cousinard played anywhere else.
No.
Stephen A says, okay, go ahead. Yeah, but Martin develops guys. Stephen A says, were we not a school before they were a state? I mean, that may be true, sir, but the reality is that the courts say that they're the USC. I mean, your battle is not with me, sir. It's with the courts. They legally are USC according to the law. They won a lawsuit. That's why South Carolina refers to them as the U of SC. It's not me. It's what the law is. Sorry about that.
Who really gives a flying fuck?
Exactly.
I don't care.
Carolina Titan says, Rob, is the real Death Valley at LSU? No, sir. The real Death Valley is at Clemson. The LSU athletic department has issued a statement on this saying that Clemson had the original Death Valley. It was named by a coach from Presbyterian, and they called it Death Valley first, and LSU's Death Valley was second. They can call themselves Death Valley, but the original one is at Clemson.
And Southern Cal can call themselves whatever they want to. And you know what? I call them the Gamecocks bitch because they're still looking for a revenge matchup so they can win one. And it's not happening. And we beat the hell out of them last time we played them.
Bluegrass Sports Media says, I'm booking an MMA fight with Juwan Howard. He better not call any timeouts. Juwan Howard would probably slap the shit out of you, Bluegrass Sports Media. You need to calm down with all that.
That stadium was shaking that night.
Would you fight Juwan Howard? Would you knock him out, Jackpot?
I would fight one of his knees. I mean, like the top of my head. I mean, wouldn't even touch his pelvis. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I tell you what, his ankles would hurt after you fought him, though. Mr. Boogie says, in this day and age, you can be anything you want. Good point, sir. That's a good point, too. All right. Phone calls at 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905 is the number to dial if you'd like to join us here on the program this evening. If you want to talk about the Gamecock baseball series, the Clemson baseball series, Clemson looking like a shithole, Gamecocks maybe getting their shit together on the basketball front. We'll take calls for another 10 minutes or so here.
Well, I'm looking at them. They're probably going to finish like 18-12. Gamecocks.
With losses to Alabama and Auburn, would that be fair?
Yeah. I think they beat Mississippi State at home, and I think they beat Mizzou.
That puts them at 17 wins.
They've won 16.
Oh, okay, well then I'm off one. I'm sorry.
16-10, yeah. They have 18-12.
Hold on, they have another game there. Hold on, let me look at the rest of their schedule here, and we'll go wins or losses here, Jackpot, really quickly here. By the way, their net rank they are 16-10, and they're ranked 93 in the net rankings. Let's see the rest of the schedule here. After the game against Mississippi State, they have 3 games left in the regular season. Next Saturday, they travel to North Carolina, Mizzou.
North Carolina?
I'm sorry. They travel to Alabama.
That's a loss.
Alabama, and then they play Mizzou on March 1st, and then they get
That's a win.
Auburn on the road.
Tough loss.
So 18-12, Jackpot. That smells like a bubble team to me.
Yeah, they probably won't make it. Yeah, NIT. I mean, it depends on how they do in the tournament. They're like every year.
Well, if they get one win in the SEC tournament, or excuse me, one win against one of those teams, they'll be 19-11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember a couple of years ago they were kind of like a bubble team needing something special to happen in the SEC tournament. If you'll remember that, as soon as they took the court against Arkansas, they called it off. You remember that?
Right. I remember that. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
How's it going, y'all? Bluegrass Sports Media.
Hi.
Yeah, so Juwan Howard couldn't even didn't have enough power to even clinch a assistant coach for Wisconsin today, so I don't think he'll be a problem. But
a problem for who? A problem for you to fight or Jackpot to fight? Because I'm gonna go with Jackpot because he's got some fire. If I had to pick between the two of you to fight, I'd go with Jackpot to fight him.
Jackpot's probably got a better shot. You're right.
Well, Jackpot is the honey badger. I mean, he's gonna wear your ass out eventually.
That cardio's good, Jackpot.
What? Yeah. Okay.
What do you got, man? Go ahead.
So, I wanted to clear up something. When I was on your show the other day, I didn't say we were bad. I just about said ass, so I got flustered. I meant to say Tennessee was trash, but I just wanted to clear that up because I heard you say that I call Kentucky trash, which wouldn't make any sense.
Well, I could go back and listen to the tape, but the reality is that if you're going to call, man, sometimes it helps. So, some folks may write some stuff down, little bullet points, but it is a cause and effect show. If you say something silly, I'm probably going to call you out on it. That's what I thought I heard. So,
well, that makes sense. I mean, if I would have said that, that would have been completely wrong because we are the best basketball team in the country.
I don't.
No
I'm
doubt
sorry.
about it.
Do you really? Real talk. We goof a lot, but do you think you're really the best team in the country?
I think on a neutral court, we beat every team in the country
Okay.
if we're healthy. If we have Ty Washington and Severe Wheeler.
Well, okay.
We
Now,
can play-
another real question.
Sounds like a bunch of
But-
ifs, buts, and coconuts to me.
Exactly. But another real question is even if you win all those games, can you get through without having any NCAA violations?
Yeah, NIL. I mean, what's the NCAA violations now? You can pay in whatever you want.
So you think this team will get through scot-free? I mean, fuck it. They're great, right?
I mean, Kentucky's going to get through scot-free. We got enough money that, listen, if Kentucky hasn't been caught cheating yet with John Wall taking fake SATs, then we're not going to get caught.
Okay. Well, at least you admitted that you cheated on the academics portion of it, and
Oh,
that. I mean, it's not like a North Carolina level of cheating, but other people were taking tests. Okay. See, the problem with I have with that though is that teams like Mizzou, they had someone that took 2 tests for a couple of football players, and they lost an entire season because of that. But Kentucky cheats on the reg, and no one cares. So
Well, here's the
typical.
thing. Too big to fail, one, and you got to be good at cheating. I mean, we got the best players money could buy. And a lot of Kentucky fans don't like it when you say that, but we do. I mean, we have the best players money can buy.
Of course you do. So you're going to win the tournament because you bought the best team. I mean, basically, Will Wade's not a good evaluator of talent compared to John Calipari. At least John Calipari can eye the proper talent and know how much money to pay them. Is that where we're going to go?
And hey, that's a talent. That's a talent right there.
I mean, we goof about all this, but Frank Martin, I'd rather have Frank Martin. Fuck it.
Oh, would you?
Yep.
Yeah, I see a trend here, Rob.
Look,
You would rather have.
I'd rather have Frank Martin. I'll tell you why. Because I can walk into any parent's house or whatever if I'm an ambassador for any university with Frank Martin, and I can tell them that he's going to do the absolute best that he can to take care of their kids. And I really don't have to really feel slimy about it. If I walk in with John Calipari, I'm going to have to worry about, is he leaving the $25,000 book bag full of money? Are we going to have whores and everything else with these guys? John Calipari is just a scumbag coach. I'm sorry. Over and over again, he continues to lead programs in turmoil. And Kentucky will be the same way.
You know what, Rob, you're right. You can walk in there with your moral compass and everything, and you'll get all those 3 stars that you need, you know?
Right.
I mean, it's a dog eat dog world here. If you don't win ball games, you're out. So, I mean, it's win at all costs, really.
Right. Well, and that's fine. But when I look at it from this perspective, I just feel more confident in Coach Martin as being an ambassador for the university and doing some good stuff, in my opinion. But when it comes down to it, when I really, really think about it, John Calipari, you said that he gets the best teams that money can buy. John Calipari hasn't been to the Final Four since 2015. Frank Martin went in 2017. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Well, that's very cute. You guys count.
Oh
Final Fours,
no!
but
Excuse me, sir. That's not cute. That is real. That is an absolute fact. He has not been to the Final Four since 2015. Frank Martin went in 2017 with less players. Just saying.
Oh, that's very cool. And he's been getting yelled at by Jackpot every year since. So
Jackpot's
there's
got a
more-
Frank Martin thong, sir. He doesn't need your approval.
Yeah, it's very irritating sometimes.
Yeah. That's college basketball. But
Sure.
consistently, and Frank Martin doesn't have a
You didn't park behind me, did you?
No, I work in the yard.
Okay.
You can tell us Final Four is all you want, but the goal is to win a championship.
Okay. The goal is not to cheat, too, but
That's not the goal. The goal is to win a championship.
all right. Well, I want to make sure that we're on the same page. Then I don't want to hear you talking shit about Tennessee with McDonald's bags. You don't
no.
get to have that argument.
No. That's different.
How is that different? How's that different?
Tennessee was caught.
Oh, so as long as you don't get caught, Jackpot, are you hearing this?
Okay, Rock.
Yeah.
All right, Rock. If you don't get caught, do you go to prison?
Oh my God, man! Are you eating edibles this evening? What the hell is wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. It's the way it works. I mean, Tennessee got caught. They should have to pay the fine. North Carolina got caught. They didn't get anything.
John Calipari's been caught at every university he's been at except for Kentucky. He's left them all in turmoil. That's getting
all
caught,
those
right?
universities had to pay the piper.
Yeah, but John Calipari left. He was a carpetbagger. He came in and got what he wanted and left.
Well, that's the rules.
All right, Bluegrass
Them's the
Sports
breaks.
Media. I don't even know where to go from here. And Jackpot's over there probably playing Wordle or something because this is far below our level of sanity. But thanks for calling the show.
Well, yeah, that's the one.
Bye. Jesus. Jackpot, your name's on the marquee. Help me. I don't know where to go from here.
I don't know. He doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Final call for calls 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. Big Barney Ross with a good point. Bruce Pearl is a master cheater. Yes, he is. He is a master cheater as well. Yep. 803-470-2905. Jackpot. I'll have a full report on Raw this week when I come on Wednesday. Tell you what I've seen, what I didn't see.
I mean,
Take two
what
daughters.
what kind of crowds do they draw? I mean, are they selling these places out or?
In some spots, yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow night it should be a pretty good crowd, I would think. Ronda Rousey's going to be there. Brock Lesnar's scheduled to be there too, so that's two of their biggest draws. I think that they're going to, yeah. I think that Cody Rhodes will make his debut tomorrow night. Just a guess. He walked away from AEW, and I bet he signed his contract with WWE, and he may show up tomorrow night. Wouldn't surprise me.
Well, I thought like he was some kind of part owner of the AEW.
He was an executive vice president, but he left the program. I mean, he left the company.
You think his brother Goldust may make an appearance?
That should be our Halloween costumes, Jackpot. You can go as Goldust. I'll go as Stardust. Or we can flip
how late in his career after he was retired, like ever so often they'd have a backstage vignette and he would just like show up out of the blue.
Goldust was outstanding. He really was. I thought he was great. So, anyway, looking forward to that. Volsteak says Tennessee will wax Kentucky's ass again, but they've got the best team money can buy, even though their coach hasn't been to the Final Four in 7 years. Jackpot, answer this question. We'll get out of here. Do you think Frank keeps his job if he wins most of the remaining games and gets G.G. Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, I think he probably keeps it, period, at this point. I mean,
Big Barney Ross, go ahead.
He's done enough. Keep them
Yeah.
around another year. Keep kicking that can.
Big Barney Ross says we should be the Road Warriors.
Okay.
That was always Animal's line. He would say something like, "We're coming down there. It's going to be a street fight. We're going to knock him in the teeth because that's what we do. Tell him, Hawk." And then Hawk wouldn't miss a beat. Ow. How many clean programs do you think there are cheaters? We just do it the best. Gonzaga's never had any problems. They did pretty well. I mean, they're consistently a top program. I mean, you want to keep going on, we can find other programs that are pretty good. So just saying. I mean, we can go up and down the line. There are programs that don't cheat. I know you're not used to that at Kentucky, but it's the way it is. All right, be sure you guys, can you buy a lottery ticket for the seats? We're trying to sell some of those to help benefit the Children's Hospital. If you can do that, great. Link is in the bio. You can come down and get a picture with Jackpot. Everybody loves Jackpot. And then you can point at Rob and be like, "Look at that jerk over there." I'm fine with that. Jackpot, do you have anything else for the program?
I don't. I hope everyone has a great week out there, and stay safe and stay cool.
There you go. All right. Well, appreciate it. With that, shows around.